Good morning, babies. How's everyone's? Y'all want to make some Southern biscuits? I had a lot of requests, so thank you. They're really super easy to make. You only need a couple of ingredients, and they're easy and actually quick to do. So without further ado, hang tight. We'll show you how. All right, babies, here we go. You need some self-rising flour. Any kind you like. I like pre-sifted. You're going to put in about 2 cups. This is a small batch of biscuits. We're not making a ton. I'm making these for my mechanics today. Sorry about the... There we go. So we've got about 2 cups of self-rising flour. We're going to put in just a little bit of sugar. Maybe a tablespoon or so, about that. I'm sorry, we don't measure in the South. I told you all this. We're going to put in a little bit of salt because remember what I told you. Salt makes your bread taste good. All right, we're going to mix that around a little bit with a fork or a whisk, whatever you like. Here's a big deal. You see what that said? Oh, well, let's do it this way in English, people. Yes, lard, y'all. Lard. We're going to put in, I guess, about 1/4 of a cup. Again, I don't measure. So, about that much. And then you're going to cut in, meaning you're going to break this lard up into little bitty pieces into the flour. Now, in case y'all didn't know, I'm going to educate you. Biscuits are what we call a quick bread. Quick doesn't necessarily mean that it's fast to make, although it is. It doesn't require any wait time. It doesn't require for you to let it rise or any of those things. But mainly what we're talking about when we refer to a quick bread is you quickly do it. You don't mess with this much. This part doesn't matter. We can mix this to our heart's content. Nothing's going to happen. But as soon as we add the liquids, we don't want to touch it much. You mix it just until all the dry is gone. We don't need this dough. The more you work with it, the tougher it will get. So if you like tough biscuits, then by all means, children's, go ahead and mix to your heart's content. We like soft, fluffy biscuits where I come from. So the point of this is get this down where it looks kind of like a mealy texture. If you want to use your fingers, go right ahead. This is kind of like the pie dough I taught you all to do. The more you mess with it, the worse it gets. All right. The other thing that we're going to do, that's good enough. You see how it's kind of just textured? Easy peasy. Is you're going to get full fat buttermilk. Whatever you like, but full fat buttermilk. How much? Well, children, I don't know. I'm going to pour in about that much. Okay? Y'all going to have to learn. This is one where you can mix and it's okay. See, that's still too dry. We're going to put in a little bit more and you'll kind of learn a couple of times that you make it what you want it to look like. That's just still a little tiny bit too dry. Okay. Now we're getting where we want it to be. Now, a little bit more. There we go. All right. See how that looks? It's pretty wet. Okay. There's not really any dry pieces down in there. I'm done mixing. Mixing's done. Hang on. We got to get our bench. You need a bit of flour on your bench. Now, if you want to cheat, you can put tinfoil down and put the flour on top of the tinfoil and it's easy cleanup. Okay. So we are now going to get our biscuit dough onto the flour. Get all of it. Don't waste anything. Waste not, want not. Okay. There you go. All right. Now, we're going to put a bit of flour on the top of this because this is real sticky, y'all. We just need to be able to work it around. Put it on your hands. All we want to do is make this into kind of a pancake. The flatter you make this, the thinner your biscuits are going to be. We like thick biscuits. So we're going to make it about like that. See what I did? Looky there. We about got biscuits. Hang on. All right. Get you a cutter. You can use a glass, a jar, a can, whatever. You can do these by hand. Flour it, though, because it's going to stick. There you go. Get you a little more flour on it. All right. If you have a cast iron skillet, use that. Get you a little bit of lard on a paper towel and grease your pan. You can use a cookie sheet. You can use a baking dish. You can use cast iron. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. So it's greased, okay? You're going to get your biscuits, pat off some of that extra flour. Whoop. And we're going to put them in the pan, okay? Now, we still got some more scraps over here, so we got to get those in there too. These smell wonderful, by the way. All right, so you see these scraps? Remember what I told you? We don't want to mess with it a whole lot. Pull them all into the middle, just like that. Squish it together and flatten it back down, okay? That's all we're doing. They don't all have to be gorgeous and pretty. Now, technically that pan's full, but I still have a little bit of dough. So, I'll pinch this in half. That's our ovens ready. If you want them to be round, you can do that. There you go. Don't mess with them any more than you have to. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to put these in an oven at 425 degrees, and we're going to start it at 15 minutes. Alrighty, now y'all know how to make some true Southern biscuits. So I want you to go out and I want you to try them and come back and let me know how'd that work out for you. If you have any questions, as always, put the comments down below. I will help out as much as I can. But I want y'all to learn how to make your own things, make your own breads. It's super easy and delicious. This is way less than buying biscuits in the can or frozen biscuits, and it tastes way better. I'm just saying. As with any of the homemade breads, there really aren't any preservatives in these. So if y'all don't gobble them up immediately, they'll last about 2 days out on your counter. After that, you need to put them in the refrigerator, and that will stop the molding process. They'll definitely last a week or two. How a small batch of biscuit will last that long, I don't know, but I guess for some of y'all, it might. So there you go, babies. Get to it. Let me know how those biscuits turn out, okay?